everyone, my name's Chelsea from Eastern Regional Libraries, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some ooey gooey slime from home. It's super fun to play with and really easy to make as well. Now before we get started, it's really important to remember that when we're making slime, we don't put any of it near our mouths, and we don't eat any of it either. This is because we're going to be using some chemicals today that aren't safe to eat. Now that we've covered that, let's get started to make some slime. So to make our slime, we'll need to find some ingredients. The first ingredient that we need is some PVA glue. I've got some white PVA glue here, but you can use clear PVA glue as well. We'll also need to choose one of these two chemicals that will help our slime to get nice and sticky and stretchy. You can either use contact lens solution or borax, which you can find in the laundry aisle. We'll need to find some shaving foam, and this will help our slime to be nice and fluffy. Make sure you get the shaving foam and not the shaving gel for this one. We also want to find some moisturizing lotion. I'm using Sorbolene because it's nice and cheap and I like to make lots of slime. And finally, we'll need some food dye and maybe some decorations so you can get your slime to look just how you would like it to. Okay, so now we need to find a bowl to start mixing our slime in, and we can measure out some of our ingredients. The first thing that we're going to put in is about a half a cup of PVA glue. So I'm just going to measure that out and pour that in now. Then we'll also need about a third of a cup of that shaving foam. So I'm going to measure that out in this measuring cup that's a little bit messy. And that's about a quarter of a cup, so we'll go for that. We'll also need to do a few pumps of moisturizing lotion. So we'll go for 3 pumps of that. 1, 2, 3. Now we can start to add the color to our slime. So today I think I'm going to try and make some blue slime. I'm going to use an eyedropper, makes it a little bit easier for me, but you can pour in some food dye as well if you don't have an eyedropper at home. So I'm going to do a few drops of food colouring into my slime. Now that we've gotten most of our slime ingredients in the bowl, we'll need to get either our contact lens solution or our borax solution ready to go. If you are using borax, it's really important to have an adult help out with this step. This is the chemical that we need to be really careful with. So when you're making your borax solution, you can put in about a teaspoon worth into about a cup's worth of warm water. Give it a nice stir, and then we'll be ready to go to the next step. Now you're ready to mix all of the ingredients in the bowl together until they're nice and even like this. Once you've done that, you can start to add your borax solution or your contact lens solution to the PVA glue. What happens when we do this is the PVA glue, which is normally really runny like this, starts to get a bit stretchy. This is because PVA glue is made up of polymers, which are chains of molecules like this. When we add the borax in, those chains of molecules start to get a little bit tangled together, which makes the slime a little bit stretchy, which is just what we want. When you're adding your borax or contact lens solution, it's really important to do it about a teaspoon or 2 at a time, and then give it a really good mix for about a minute or 2 to see how runny it is. If your slime is still too runny, you can add another teaspoon or 2 of the solution and keep mixing. What's really important to remember is that it's best to add it little by little, because if you add too much of the solution, it's a little bit tricky to fix. Once you've done lots of mixing, you might like to pick the slime up in your hands and start kneading it together just like this. This will help your slime to become less runny. If you keep going for quite a while, eventually you'll find that you have a stretchy, fun to play with slime. We hope you've had lots of fun making slime together with us today, and we'll see you next time for another fun activity that you can do at home.